Hello everybody, my name is Ryan. I'm an editor for Health Fitness 1 Hour 47. Today, I wish you a nice day. And here is the episode new. Let's see.
1. How Travis Kelce does with and without Taylor Swift attending Kansas City Chiefs game. The Kansas City Chiefs are undefeated and pursuing another Super Bowl title. While tight end Travis Kelce and pop star Taylor Swift have become a highly publicized couple since Swift attended a Chiefs game in 2023. Their relationship blossomed alongside the Chiefs' successful season, culminating in a Super Bowl victory in February 2024, which they celebrated together. As of 2024, the couple continues to support each other's careers, with Swift attending Chiefs games and Kelce joining her on her Eras tour. Swift has recently completed the U.S. leg of her tour, leaving her available to attend an upcoming Chiefs game. 2. Dawn Staley is more than South Carolina's women's basketball coach. She's a transcendent star. Bakari Sellers, a former South Carolina state representative and CNN commentator, shared an encounter at the Democratic National Convention with Susan Rice, the former UN ambassador and national security advisor. Sellers mentioned that South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley was coming, which excited Rice, who was eager to meet her. Despite her high-profile background, Rice waited 30 minutes to connect with Staley, highlighting the admiration and excitement surrounding the coach. 3. NFL trade deadline. Ranking 10 best players who still might be available as the NFL trade deadline approaches, there is uncertainty regarding which players are available for trade. While several key players have already been traded, such as Davante Adams and DeAndre Hopkins, many teams remain unclear about their willingness to sell players for draft capital or salary cap relief. Injuries to potential trade candidates like Darius Slayton and Christian Kirk have further complicated the situation. The article lists the top 10 players who may still be available for trade. Starting with Azeez Ojulari from the New York Giants. 4. A.J. Brown injury update. MRI brought back good news on Eagles WR's knee. A.J. Brown, wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles, sustained a knee injury during the first half of their 28-23 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. He initially appeared to be injured after a tackle but returned to play for the remainder of the half. However, he was later ruled out for the game before the Eagles' first possession of the second half. The team announced that he would not return due to the knee injury. 5. Bowl projections. Alabama, Indiana. BYU join playoff as CFP gets makeover with Week 10 upsets. Last week marked a significant shift in bowl projections as November began, leading to increased unpredictability in college football. In Week 10, 5 teams in the top 15 of the USLBM coaches poll lost, with Clemson, Texas A&M, and Kansas State dropping out of the predicted 12-team playoff field, jeopardizing their chances for conference titles and favorable resumes for Selection Sunday. Conversely, teams from the Big 12, Big 10, and SEC, such as Brigham Young, Indiana, and Alabama, benefited from these results. Brigham Young and Indiana remain unbeaten, while Alabama, despite 2 losses, could still secure a playoff spot by winning their remaining games. starting with an upcoming match against LSU. 6. Penn State. Clemson in college football playoff doubt leads Week 10 overreactions. The text addresses the emotional rollercoaster college football fans experience after a weekend of games, particularly focusing on the playoff landscape and the impact of losses on team morale. It highlights the situation for Penn State fans, who are grappling with the realization that their chances for a Big Ten title are slim, as the championship game is likely to feature Oregon and the winner of Ohio State-Indiana. However, there is still hope for Penn State to secure an at-large playoff spot if they win their remaining games. The piece also hints at a broader analysis of overreactions from the week across various teams and leagues. 7. Penn State's James Franklin shows us who he is versus Ohio State. And it's the same sad story. James Franklin, the head coach of Penn State, continues to struggle against Ohio State, suffering his 10th loss in 11 matchups after a 20-13 defeat. This game highlighted issues with his offense, which faltered in critical moments, leading to a heated exchange with a fan as he left the field. The loss raises questions about whether Franklin has reached his peak at Penn State, especially after failing to capitalize on scoring opportunities. Meanwhile, Florida also lost a winnable game, and the Big 12 experienced another chaotic weekend, leaving uncertainty among teams as the first college football playoff rankings approach. 8. Jarrett Cole, Yankees call each other's bluffs in opt-out saga. Grass isn't always greener. Jarrett Cole and the New York Yankees briefly considered parting ways when Cole exercised his opt-out option, making him a free agent. However, after discussions lasting 48 hours, both sides realized they wanted to stay together. The Yankees didn't want to lose their ace, and Cole had no desire to leave. Ultimately, they decided to move past the opt-out situation, reaffirming their commitment nearly 5 years after signing a 9-year, $324 million contract. 9. Yankees. Jarrett Cole failed to reach extension, but ace will remain in Bronx. The New York Yankees chose not to extend ace Jarrett Cole's contract by the deadline, but Cole decided to remain with the team for at least 4 more years. The Yankees had the option to offer a 1-year, $36 million extension to void Cole's opt-out clause, but they did not. As a result, Cole will continue to receive the remaining $144 million on his original 9-year, $324 million contract. While discussions about a revised contract may continue, there is no set deadline. Cole had previously exercised his opt-out clause, allowing the Yankees to potentially save money. But they ultimately determined that retaining him was preferable to seeking a replacement from the free agent market. 10. How much is Jake Paul getting paid to fight Mike Tyson in Netflix boxing event? Jake Paul has transitioned from a successful YouTube star to a highly profitable boxing career, earning tens of millions and ranking among the world's highest-paid athletes, according to Forbes. His company, Most Valuable Promotions, is organizing a highly anticipated fight against legendary boxer Mike Tyson on November 15, which will be streamed exclusively on Netflix. Paul has a boxing record of 10-1, with 7 wins by knockout, and his earnings from both fighting and promoting continue to grow. 11. Jason Kelce smashes cell phone of bystander who insulted Kelce's brother Travis. Jason Kelce, known for his friendly demeanor and positive reputation in sports, made headlines for an incident where he smashed a fan's phone after being insulted. The All-Pro center for the Philadelphia Eagles, who often shares humorous moments with his brother Travis and engages with fans, reacted to a derogatory comment directed at him during an event at Penn State. The incident was captured in a short video shared on social media. 12. Caitlin Clark is reportedly considering a significant offer from Unrivaled to join. Unrivaled is actively pursuing Indiana Fever star guard Caitlin Clark to join its women's 3-on-3 basketball league. Although Clark has not yet committed, recent discussions between her and Unrivaled suggest a potential deal with significant benefits for her. Unrivaled president Alex Basil emphasized that there will always be a spot for Clark in the league if she chooses to play. This development has renewed optimism for Unrivaled regarding Clark's possible participation. 13. Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo reacts to Donald Trump questioning Greek heritage at a recent rally. Donald Trump questioned Giannis Antetokounmpo's Greek heritage, asking the crowd who has more Greek in them. Antetokounmpo, who is of Nigerian descent and was born in Athens, Greece, responded after a game, stating he was unaware of Trump's comments and prefers to keep his political views private, focusing instead on basketball. 14. With good vibes in Dallas. Miles Turner posts 30 points and 11 rebounds in Pacers win. Miles Turner reflects on his in-season trips back to his hometown in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, noting that they have become more low-key since he started dating. Despite the quieter nature of these visits, they remain significant to him. The 28-year-old, originally from Bedford, Texas, still proudly represents his home state by wearing cowboy boots and hats, including one decorated with various pins, such as an Indiana Pacers logo and state flags. He also enjoys reconnecting with friends during these trips.